Hello everybody, welcome to a new vlog. I'm Elizabeth. If you're new, I make a lot of fashion videos and lifestyle vlogs, so if that's your vibe, definitely subscribe to make you be able to see this. Alright friends, I'm about to go to the Dollar Tree because I need toilet paper. But I don't want to go like this because I feel like I look really rough. Just got to lunch. I'm gonna head to the Dollar Tree because I have a couple of things that I gotta pick up. So I'm at the Dollar Tree and they have these razors that I picked up because I need them for my trip. I'm out of razors. These are the best razors. I'm telling you guys, you need to try these if you have them at your Dollar Tree. They're called Assured 6-blade razors. There's pack of 2, $1.25. You don't need to buy $7 razors anymore. This is where you're gonna get them, is the Dollar Tree. You could really hear me when I was in the store. There was like the air conditioning or something was really loud, the freezer area. So these razors, I didn't say why I really like them because they cause 0 razor burn, period, at all, anywhere that you use them. The other thing I really love about these is I feel like when I shave, I only have to shave every few days in the summer. Before, with like the expensive razors, I was shaving like every day, every other day, and this makes my legs so smooth. I barely have to shave, I would say 2 to 3 times a week now, and it's, you know, I've been wearing shorts every day and I need to shave now, but like I think the last time I shaved was like 3 days ago. So these are really great. I highly recommend checking out the Dollar Tree's razors before you spend a lot of money on other ones. So I wanted to just take a brief moment and talk about dating. I love to talk about dating. I'm gonna talk about this while I make myself some lunch. I'm gonna make a turkey and ham sandwich, I think, and then I'm gonna put cheese on it and some mustard, and then I might make a yogurt bowl, but I don't know if I'm hungry enough for that. So definitely the sandwich though. I have been off the market for a while. Last summer I kind of had a thing with somebody, and I don't know. I don't want to make the same mistakes I've made in the past with dating, where I just date casually and like end up accidentally I end up accidentally falling for these dudes that I should not be with. And the last time I got my heart really broken. Like I thought, oh whatever, we'll just have fun, I don't want anything serious, which in that moment I didn't want anything serious. And then next thing I knew, I wanted to marry him. So dating is tricky. You don't want to cause yourself unnecessary hurt, but at the same time, I do really like meeting new people, and I haven't been on a date in a really long time. In the past, I've gotten the most luck with Bumble. That's the app that I have met the most guys on and been out on the most dates. I've always really enjoyed Bumble. I've always had good experiences with the app. I've never been catfished or like felt harmed in any way or nervous or anything. I don't think I've gotten my heart broken from anybody on Bumble off the top of my head. Yes, actually there was one person. Oh man, that was crazy. So I'll tell you guys a story. So I met this guy. He was so awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's amazing. I so didn't expect it. I thought I wasn't gonna like him. So at first I read his bio and I swiped left, but at the time Bumble didn't make you pay for every little thing that you do on there, except for swipe right and left. I'm surprised that it doesn't just fully charge you to use their app, because they want you to pay for everything now. But at that time, you could swipe back and like go back and look at the last, I think you got like 3 swipe backs a day for free. So I swiped back and I went back to his page and I was like, I read his profile again, and he said something about how he was from, I don't want to like give out too much information about this person, but this person told me he was, well, it said in his bio that he was from a different part of the world. he did not grow up in America. I just was intrigued by the fact that he grew up in another country that was different from America, and his story, we ended up getting together, was quite captivating to me, and so I really ended up liking him. He was going to college in Florida, and he told me that when we were still chatting before we met, that he was up here visiting friends from when he went to college up here in Ohio, because he went to a college here in Ohio and then transferred to a school in Florida. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this guy's got so many life experiences. He was a little older, he was like an older college student, and I was like just so captivated by him. And of course he had like this most beautiful accent, and he was so handsome. We had the same taste in music. And when someone has the same taste in music as me, that's just, I have a very unique taste in music, so it's hard to find people that really like what I like. My bun's lopsided. And so I was just it was like love at first sight. I was amazed at him. So I ended up going to see him in Florida after only meeting him 2 times here in Ohio. And we hung out the whole weekend, and super awesome guy. And we just had the same set of morals, and I don't know, he was just awesome. As we talked throughout the weekend and hung out and just talked about like what directions we wanted to go in life, he wanted something a little less serious than I wanted, because he wasn't ready to commit himself to someone, because he said he didn't know what direction he was really going in his life, other than he said he wanted to go back to his home country, which is so far from here. I knew in my heart that if it was going to work, I would have to move to his country, because he was that set on going home. And I understood that, and I can't say that I wouldn't have done the same thing. And looking back on it now, at the time I was like, I would consider moving to the country that he's from. And I was serious about that, and I would have considered it. But honestly, like, I don't think I would have ever made the jump to move. And I think we both knew that, and he definitely knew that ahead of time with me. And we were just going in 2 different directions. So sadly, very sadly at the time, I was heartbroken, because I thought this guy was so amazing. He was like one of the nicest guys that I'd ever been interested in at the time. And he, like I said, just so much in common, and we both loved traveling. We both had traveled a lot, especially him. Like I said, he was a couple of years older than me, so he had a little bit more experience under his belt at that time than me. And so that was another thing too, like he felt like almost like he was too old for me. Sorry, I still disagree with that, but that's just, you know, that's just what he felt. And I, you know, what do you do? If somebody feels what they feel, they feel what they feel. So, but it didn't work out. But anyway, that's the only heartbreak I've had from Bumble. However, it was still a great experience. I have 0 regrets with him. Still one of the most respectful guys that I have ever met. You know, life is crazy. People come, people go. Some people are meant to be in your life for a season, whatever. All the cliche things. But he was cool. And I think it's rare that you meet someone that you connect with like that. And that's what I want in a future spouse, is just like a meaningful connection with someone, you know? I think that's what we all want, what we all desire. I do think it can be found in online dating. I'm not saying my future husband's on there. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. A couple good friends of mine, they met each other on Tinder, right? As they were both about to delete the app. So I'm not saying like I'm on there to find my future husband, but if I do, you know, that's cool. But it's cool to meet people and talk to them and get to know them, and you just never know. You never know where life can take you through that. Anyway, here's my sandwich and my apple. What time is it? I gotta log back on, but I still have like 20 minutes. Okay, so I let my camera battery charge for a bit because I needed to have some more time to film, because my battery is kind of old. I feel like I need to upgrade it. I have not done like a little get ready with me on my channel in so long, and like I've seen a couple of other people do them recently in vlogs I've watched. And I also grabbed a protein smoothie. This is the Fit Shake from Alani, and this is the Munchies flavor. It has 20 grams of protein in it. It's only 140 calories. It has 10 grams of carbs, 10 carbs. It has 6 grams of sugar total, and then 5 grams of that is added sugar. So that's kind of a lot, I guess, for something like that's supposed to be healthy, but I really like it. And it's really filling. So right now it's 4 o'clock, and the way my life has been going, I've decided to intermittent fast. Again, I stopped doing it for a while, but then just my body does not like to not intermittent fast. It's like hard on my mind, like, because I'm hungry and I can only eat in a certain time slot during the day, but it's just, I feel so much better when I do it, like if I just discipline myself and get over it, you know? So that's really good. I really like this. I think you only get 4 in a container, but, and it's kind of expensive. I think this was like $16 for 4 of these, but if you think about it, if you go get a protein shake at a smoothie shop, it's like $8 for just one, and this is 12 ounces. So usually they're like 16 ounces at smoothie shops that they sell. I don't even know. It's probably more than that now because I haven't been to a smoothie shop in like 5 years. I thought I would just talk about where I've been, what I've been doing, how I've been doing, all the things. I'm going to tonight a meeting for my church. Let's rewind to the beginning of June. I had a lovely time in Charleston. After that, I got home and I think I had one night at my apartment, just one. And then I had to go pet sit for my pastor. He was on vacation. So I pet sat his house, his dog is so cute. Their family dog, Nico. I love him. And then they also have a guinea pig named Lightning, and I love the guinea pig too. They were so cute, and they kept me company for a few days, and then I didn't even get to finish until they got back. I had to have somebody fill in for me for the last like day and a half because I went to Virginia for my job, which is actually where it's based out of, and I got to meet my coworkers in person, which was awesome. That was a whole deal getting there, so I'll tell that story. I also had my car scheduled to take in to the shop that same day, and it was making a rattling sound. So I was like, I feel like, because it was driving fine and everything, but I was like, let me just take it into my mechanic and just make sure that everything's fine, because I was going to be gone anyway. So I was like, he can just look at it while I'm gone. And I was actually flying because it's right outside of DC, so it's a bit more convenient for me to fly because it's like kind of a far drive. It's like over 6 hours from here to Virginia. And so they flew me into Dulles Airport. But the thing was, so I take my car into the shop. My aunt and uncle helped me out with that. I order my Uber to go to the airport, or I like get ready to. I'm like ready to sign off work. It's like 4 o'clock. My flight's at like 7 something. And it was at an airport an hour away from where I was at, which was my aunt's house. And, you know, I had planned to order the Uber and everything a couple hours before my flight just to make sure I got there on time and everything went smooth. I had it all planned out. Well, it got delayed until from 7:40 I think to like 9:30, so it got delayed just under 2 hours. I was like, shoot. So that put me in DC at like 11. So I'm like, okay, that's not great. I was gonna get in at 9, which I also didn't love, but I also was like, you know, I had to fly in the evening because of work. So I was like, it's no big deal, like 11's fine. I usually go to bed kind of like, I don't know, midnight or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna lose sleep anyway. I'm not gonna be in my own bed. So I'm just trying to like mentally be positive about it because I just wanted to get there, you know, and get the flight over with. I'm not a nervous traveler, and I like to fly, like I really don't mind it at all. And so the heck was that? So I really didn't mind too bad, but then I ordered my Uber and it got delayed again as I was on my way to the airport from like 9 to 11 because of the storms we were having in Cleveland, which was where I was flying out of. So, man, I'm just thinking back on that, and that was just exhausting. So I like look at my app, to see what time I was getting in, because it's like an hour and 40-minute flight or something, and it was like well after midnight at this point. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna be so tired. I have to get ready in the morning because, you know, we were going into the office. That was the point, part of the point. And I go, okay, like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so late. And then I have to like go from the airport to the hotel and then check into my hotel and all of that. So I was like kind of like anxious at that point because I was afraid that I was gonna lose so much sleep. So it got delayed again from 11 to 11:40 because of the lightning. I think I got on the plane at like, I think we finally boarded at like 11:40, 11:50. Oh my goodness. Guys, I was so happy to get on that plane. I'm telling you, I was like I remember I texted a picture of myself to my aunt and my mom, and I'm like, I'm finally boarded, like I'm in my seat. And it was nice because there was nobody else like next to me, so I had the whole row to myself, and it was really nice because I didn't have to worry about like tons of people being around. It was a really light flight. We only had a few people on there, so it was easy getting on and off of the plane, which was really nice, because if there had been more people, that would have delayed me getting to my hotel even later. So it was just more of an inconvenience than anything. And once I landed, it was a little after midnight. They got us there really quick. I have never flown. I've flown a lot, and I've never flown that fast. We flew so fast. I actually felt nauseous, and I don't really get nauseous on planes as long as I'm not like looking down, you know, like this, reading something. If I have like my book or my Kindle like up here like this, it's not so bad. You can see my tanner streak lines there. It's not so bad, but I wasn't reading, I wasn't doing anything. I just was sitting there, and I was like, whoa. And then of course there was some turbulence because it was storming, which was the reason we were delayed anyway. Land at like midnight, then we had to take a shuttle to the exit of the airport, because Dulles is a really big airport. Obviously, it's in a big city. It's right in, I think Dulles is in Washington, D.C. I could be wrong, but it's called Washington Dulles, so I'm assuming it's in D.C. And, you know, I ordered my Uber, and that all went smooth. Deplaning, getting the Uber, getting to the hotel, I checked in, everything went very smoothly. And then I got a text from my coworkers, because I was like, I'm finally here, like, and they're like, oh, we're still out. And I was like, what? This is when I landed that I got that text. And they were like, yeah, we're still out. And I'm like, you guys are nuts. I would give anything to be in bed right now. So, funny story, right? So I get into my hotel room. I had my handle up. I put it down and let go, and my phone buzzed and said, we're up in room 3 whatever, you should come say hi. And I was like, oh dear. And I was like, I know I'm not. At this point, it's like 12:45 in the morning, okay? We have to be up and in the office by 9 o'clock a.m., okay? And I like to get like 8 to, I would say 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That's minimum. So I'm like, okay, well, I didn't want to like not go say hi to them, because I was obviously extremely excited to see them. And I'm like, it's only like two girls, you know, we talk every day, like it'll be, you know, I'll just go up, say hi, and then go to bed. I get up there. So Chandra and Maddie were up there, who I was expecting. Also Rachel, Peter, and Adrian. That's 5 people. And I'm thinking I'm gonna see 2, and I look like trash. I have been traveling for like 7 hours for a 1-hour flight, okay? I was tired. I looked so bad. And they didn't tell me all those people were up there. I would have at least like got my deodorant out, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it was rough. I felt so disgusting. So we end up talking, all of us, till like after 2 a.m. And I'm like, I can't believe that I am still awake. It was fun though. Like we just hung out in the hotel room and talked, and you know, it was cool to like talk in person instead of on Microsoft Teams, which I love Microsoft Teams a lot. It's super convenient for working from home, and it makes communication really, really easy. But I was just so darn tired, and I don't know, it was interesting. It was fun. Then I get back down to my hotel room, and I was like, I seriously felt nasty. Like I wanted to throw up at myself. I just felt dirty, you know, when you're in an airport, and like it was kind of hot in the airport and hot on the plane, and I was hot from walking all over the airport to and from, and it's like, okay. So I took a shower at like 2:30 in the morning. And I wasn't going to, but I was like, I cannot get in this bed like this. Like, I will not sleep because I feel so gross. So I'm like, I might as well just take an extra 5 minutes. And I didn't wash my hair or anything. But I was like, let me just get this airport grime off of my skin. And that's what I did. And I felt so much better after that. And then I slept really good. And soon enough, my alarm went off at like 8:20. And I text my coworkers and I'm like, oh my gosh, what time are you guys leaving? I just woke up. Got ready super, super fast, and I was ready in like 7 minutes. It was amazing. I amazed myself. I was really proud of myself for that. So then we go to the office, and it was super awesome. I really like the office. I got to see my boss and our team expert. They're both super awesome. and I hadn't met our team expert in person, so that was the first time I'd met her. They catered lunch, so I really wish I would have vlogged this, but the trip was so incredibly fast that I totally forgot that I tried to be an influencer. Like, it just went out the window. I became a corporate girly, and that was it. Like, I did get a few clips, and I didn't get a lot, but I didn't get the food that we had, because, you know, there's like tons of people around. I don't even think I took my phone with me to whatever room they had the food in. And they had, I want to say it was Latin. I don't know, I can't remember the name of the restaurant that they had food from, but it was so good. They had chicken, and the seasoning that they had on the chicken, they were chicken wings. Amazing. So then we came back and we finished up working. We got to leave a little early, which was nice. And we went to this place called Bolero, which is a bowling alley. Like, they have a bunch of different lanes, and then they also have an arcade, which was awesome. So it was like Dave & Buster's meets a bowling alley. It was awesome. I loved it. I would like love to go back. And there was food there for us too, and they gave out prizes and stuff to the people who won their bowling. You know, it was a nice time. I had a great time. I'm almost ready. I just don't feel like putting the rest of, I kind of just want to throw on some blush and call it a day. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. So, it is now time to unbox my Skims. Okay, so I did get a bra, which I feel like if you get Skims, you have to get either a bra or like shapewear. And I kind of wish I would have bought shapewear too, so I guess next time. This is the Where's Everybody? This is the Fits Everybody bra. This is the scoop neck one, scoop plunge bra in the shade Sand. Oh, it feels super soft. Looks nice. Straps are nice and thin. I think it's gonna fit. I can just tell by looking at it. You know, sometimes you could just tell something's gonna fit by looking at it. That's this bra right here. Next, I have the Skims bodysuit, which we all know is amazing. This is from her pink line. Well, this one is the Fits Everybody square neck bodysuit in neon pink. Oh my gosh. It is stunning. I love this. I'm gonna try it on. Okay, it's so cute. I absolutely love it. The color is stunning. I just filmed a reel and I went to put my shoes away and didn't shut my closet or even get both shoes in there, so, you know, I'm trying though. Haha, yeah, okay. Let's just pretend that I have my life together. I never ever will, but this is really cute. I would say that I wish that the straps were a little thicker. I thought they were going to be, but it's still pretty cute. Okay, here's the fit. I just have on a black tank. I don't know where it's from. It's really, really old. Black sports bra. These shorts are from Fashion Nova. I don't love these shorts, but they're really comfortable, and I feel like I'm gonna be sitting a while, so. And then my white platform Converse. And my little bag from Walmart, which was literally on sale for $1. And jewelry. I'm wearing my new necklace from Amazon. It's super pretty. It has the letter E on it for Elizabeth. A lot of my coworkers call me E, so it's cute. And then has a little cross that goes with it as well as a second chain. These earrings are from Amazon, and then of course my new ring is from Amazon. I love how it has gems all around. It's kind of hard to like show it all, but it's a really pretty ring. I love it. And that's it. I'm headed to church and then over to my friends for a while.